So we all have the power to raise capital, make money, get rich. So you'll never hear a rich person say, I can't afford it. So now before I finish this video, let me tell you right at the end how you can actually find other people's money. Hey, what's happening, people? In demand, back with another video. This video is going to blow your mind, because what I'm going to tell you right now is that only lazy people use their own money to invest into property. Okay, smart people use other people's money. Okay, so if you tell me at the end of this video whether you're lazy or whether you're smart. Okay, so keep watching this video till the end. This video is going to blow your mind. Well, I'm going to tell you about investment, about property investment, and how you can raise finance as well. So why I'm saying that is, you know, when people turn around and say to you, oh, I can't do this, I can't be doing this, it's too hard. Okay, that's why raising money is the same thing as that. When people turn around and say, oh, I can't raise money, I don't know how to raise money, I don't know where to find investors, I don't know where to find money from, it's just laziness. Okay, you can do it if you put your mind to it, and if you got the right teaching, right knowledge, then there is no stopping, no barrier to create wealth. This is what wealth creating is all about. If you're going to use your own money all the time, that money is going to run out. So at some point you're going to need other people's money to keep moving forward, keep increasing your portfolio, and keep going ahead in your property journey. So this is what I was going to tell you in this video, why people are lazy. Why am I calling people who use their own money lazy? Because you need other people's money too. So you'll never hear a rich person say, I can't afford it. That's the mentality you gotta have when you're trying to raise capital, when you're trying to buy deals. Don't ever say, I can't do it. No deal is too big, no deal is too small. If you like the deal, there are always ways to raise capital, create wealth, to buy that project. So we all have the power to raise capital, make money, get rich, but we just need to believe in ourselves. We need to change our mindset. If the mindset is poor, then we're going to stay poor. If the mindset gets rich, that's the only way you're going to get rich. It really, pees me off, right? When people come to me and say, look, I got no money to buy this deal. Nobody has money to buy deals, okay? Well, sometimes I don't have the money to buy the deals, but you have to find the money. You got to know how to raise the money. When you can learn how to raise capital, how to raise money to buy deals, then no one can stop you from being rich. So it's the mindset, first of all, which needs to change. So when I came from India, when I was 13 years old, to this country, my family didn't have much money. We didn't have houses, we didn't have properties here, we didn't have any business set up in this country. So my family had to come and work here, my dad had to come and work here. And then as I was growing up, I was a teenager, my mindset changed. After I was 14 years of age, uh, I knew that I had to do something different in order to create wealth, rather than work like my dad was working 12, 15, 16-hour shifts. I was working part-time after school, after college, summer holidays, summer vacations. My friends were going to Alton Towers. I remember one incident. And then I was going to a factory where they made trousers, men's trousers, and I was working there, sweeping the factory floors, the car parks, whatnot. Okay, cleaning the toilets. I've done that. So when I was doing all that, I was thinking to myself that I need to change this. Okay, so my mindset changed. I started teaching myself. I started gaining knowledge. I started finding out, because I didn't have any money, how I can raise money, how could I leverage bank's money, although I didn't even have deposit to buy a property at that time. I was too young anyway. But I started teaching myself. I started educating myself. Some people laugh and they say, oh, if you watch, I've said it myself as well, that you can't just be a property developer watching Homes Under the Hammer. But it's good for motivation. There's nothing wrong with it. But what we're talking about is creating wealth, how to raise money to buy your properties here. Okay, so you need to know how to raise capital. Once you know how to raise capital using other people's money, the sky's the limit for you. So why I'm calling people lazy who are working with their own money is because a lazy person doesn't have the knowledge how to raise the capital. And if you're just going to turn around and say, I can't do it because I don't have the money, That's just being lazy. And believe me, it takes a lot of intelligence when you don't have the money and you can raise the capital and do a project. Okay, so sometimes, or most of the time, I don't like having money, all right, because I know that I can, once I've got something worthwhile, I can raise the money and I can do it. And it makes me think harder. I think it makes me smarter. It'll make you smarter as well if you think and be creative of raising capital from investors. But nowadays there's platforms like crowdfunding and everything, and but I've never used it because I never needed to. I've always used my intelligence, and I've always gone and raised capital. I've gone and spoken to my friends in the circle, to some other rich people who are successful. Go and ask them how they do it. I'll go and educate myself. I'll go and teach myself how I can do my next project without using my own money. So far, to buy my projects, to do these projects, I've raised millions of pounds, and I never had that money, and so I had to change my mindset. I had to find the money. I had to, like I said in my previous line, I had to educate myself. So once your mindset is changed from I can't do it to I can do it, anything is possible, then all of a sudden all these doors open up for you, and then you can start creating wealth for yourself. So now, before I finish this video, let me tell you right at the end how you can actually find other people's money and create wealth for yourself. So, like I said, I didn't have any money to start with, okay? But now, this day and age, all people want is a a paycheck promised at the end of the week or the end of the month, and maybe couple of holidays a year, or maybe just driving a nice family car, and that's it. Okay, that's fine. I'm not trying to put them people down if you just want to work all your life. But if you want to create wealth and if you want to move forward, you have the drive that you want to do something, and you think you're stuck in this 9 to 5 rut and you want to get out of it, then you need to educate yourself. So just telling you now that how you can create this capital, how you can raise this wealth, is very simple. I'll give you one little formula, okay? And if you just use this, that would be great. So what I will do is I would go out there if I need to buy a deal. First of all, I need to, because no one's going to invest in me, right? People are going to invest in a physical asset, okay? So I will go out there, I'll find a really, really lucrative, good deal, which is going to be worth a lot more than what we buy today, buy now. We'll refurb it. After refurbing, we know that there's going to be value added to it, but we haven't bought it yet. Okay, so I found this deal and I will do my numbers. Remember, property game is all about numbers. All right, buying the deal, if the numbers work up, the investors will invest in you. So you need to go out there, find a really good deal, and once you found the deal, you need to take it. You got to do your maths, you got to do your numbers, you got to do your due diligence, and you got to be really, really good at your numbers. Okay, and if the numbers stack up, if you know that you're going to buy the deal for say £100,000 and £50,000 needs investing in it, and the property is worth 250 at the end, then it's no brainer. Anybody out there, there's £100,000 profit there. Yeah, say that deal takes you, the project takes you 6 months to do it, and someone is willing to give you that money because in return of where you can earn yourself 10, 15,000 pounds or even 20,000 pounds as a project manager, even that person is still making 80,000 pounds if he's investing into that deal with you. Okay, so don't forget you find that deal. Okay, so if you can find deals like that, investors will be more than willing to invest in you. So that's how you're using other people's money. So I would do that to raise cap when I know that I need to make my business a step higher. I want to go to the next level now. So I will go out there, find a really good deal, stack the numbers, take it in front of the investors, and take it to network meetings, take it out there, show it to investors that look, I've got this deal. It's going to make so much money for you. Are you willing to invest with me? And nowadays it's really easy to find investors because there's so many social media platforms like Facebook pages, Facebook groups. Just join them and put your deal out there. And believe me, that's how you will raise capital and start working without using your own money. It's simple. Let me tell you one little example before I go about myself, how I started into property. When I came to this country, in UK. Obviously, I was from an immigrant family and I didn't have enough money coming with me, right? So I started working in a factory, like I said, after school, after college, like I told you earlier in this video. But what I'm trying to say here is that then I started working as a bus driver. I was working in a factory. Then after I left my college, I done A levels, and after that A levels, I didn't go to university. I started my college. Uh, After the college, became a bus driver, started driving buses, and then after that, I worked hard, I saved a few £1,000s, and I started a small bus company up. Okay, but then that wasn't enough. I wasn't getting rich. I was just getting by still. I was still only like driving my own bus and making a wage for myself. I wanted to go further. I wanted to get bigger. I wanted to create wealth. Okay, because remember I was watching all these programs, how to get rich, what to do, what rich people do, and I wanted all that. Okay, so then as I was doing my buses, I had an opportunity to buy these units, 6 units in area called Smethwick in Birmingham, West Midlands. But I didn't have any money to buy it. But did that stop me from buying it? No. I still own those units today. I sold half of them. I still own half of them. So you had to be I had to be creative. So the guy who approached me with the sale, I went back to him with a creative way to buy his property off him. So what he agreed at the end was he gave me a mortgage himself, and he gave me 5 years to pay off for the property, and I paid him within 3.5 years. Okay, so there are always creative ways. There's always ways how you can actually raise money. So at this point, I didn't have any money to buy his property. I didn't have any deposit to give him, but I had my credibility. I had a small business running as a bus company. So he knew that I am making money, not that much, but I'm still working hard. And he trusted me, and he gave me the deal. And like I said, I paid the deal off. So what I'd done, I took the deal off him. I wasn't making hundreds of thousands of pounds a year, so I could pay him I think the deal was worth about 320,000. So what I'd done, being smart, I cut the units from, it was 3 big units touching 2 sides of 2 roads. Okay, one unit was touching 3 roads. So what I done, I split the units into 6 units. I sold 3 units, which gave me enough cash to pay him off, and he gave me enough cash to start buying further into residential properties. Okay, that's what I do mainly now, residential. So what I'm trying to say here is that if you educate yourself, if you know what you're doing, then sky's the limit. I could have easily walked away from that deal, and I still own 2 of those units in Smethwick. That's where my offices are, and just those 2 units are worth over £500,000 now. And I sold 3 of the units to one of my good friends. He owns a tire company in Smethwick, and I sold 1 unit to my accountant, which gave me, I think, about £92,000 profit from one deal. So it can be done. Just the mindset needs to change. Okay. So I hope this video helps you guys and does motivate you as well. It's a little bit different from other videos where I'm at my project. I'm going there right now. But whatever you're doing, keep working hard. Till next time, God bless you all.